the 4-3-3-4 or the 4-3-3 attacking variation. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for like updated tactics, so last few days I've been just playing with it a lot here and there. Got some new tactics for you guys. We're going to take you through them, but before we do that, remember to like the video. 150 likes is the goal. Subscribe if you guys are new, and let's get started. Are you fed up of coming against God Squad game in and game out?
What?
If so, make sure to head over to u7buy.com using the link in the description below. And don't forget to use code RAN at checkout for an extra little discount. Now, as you guys can see, we did recently pick up Mr. Gabby J. Only played 3 games with him so far, but man, this guy is a baller, bro. He's actually really, really good. Obviously, he is expensive, but 3-star weak foot is not as big an issue as I thought it would be. Normally, I absolutely despise 3-star weak foot, but on him it's okay. Mara is still doing the business as well. Very, very good cut, especially at right wing in this formation. It doesn't get much better than him. And then obviously we have here the classics, Mbappe and Neymar, and then Cancelo in midfield and just slowly defense. I really want to get that future stars too many, but the budget will not allow for it quite yet. Now, as you guys can see, still have the other tactics floating around the place. Still got my 4-3-2-1 chilling, but I think I'm going to switch that to narrow real soon. Because I'll be honest, just everybody's rocking the narrow, and I've got an idea for the narrow that I want to try. So we'll get into the narrow in a future video after I've kind of perfected that. It's going to take me a while. But in the meantime, let's talk through the 4-3-3-4 that you guys clicked on this video for. So, start off defense style with chilling on balance. Now, press is very effective nowadays. So if you want to use a press, feel free. I'm not gonna. I don't think you need to, but it's up to you. Width, we're going very narrow with 25 width. You'll notice that's actually on offense as well. I feel like the main reason I like the 4-3-3-4 in this kind of setup is because of how high up the pitch the wingers are. And it can make for some really nice quick counterattacks and be really effective. What I don't like is when my wingers are too wide and they just don't get involved in the play. So what I've done is put width both on defensive and offense down to 25, so it's a lot narrower. And it feels like it just makes it more compact, solid defensively, and then offensively it gets the wingers more involved. Depth, we're chilling way up at the 70. You know how I like to do. I like to drop it down to the 40 if you're on old gen. That's just kind of how I run my tactics. There is actually a good few instruction changes for old gen that I've gone ahead with this, so pay attention to that. Balanced direct passing, going to be across both gens. Everything else is the same on old and new gen, whatever version of FIFA you guys are playing on. So there's also a rumor cross-platform going to come out next year for FIFA. Pretty interesting. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. But anyways, here's how I line up in game. Pretty obvious. If you looked at my team, you could probably tell I was going to line up like that. Matters on the right, cut in finesse. Gary J, absolute ball on the wing, can dance on everybody. Neymar Cam, just solid, and Mbappe striker. Easy. Now, for the instructions. So, we have what? We have the winger, striker, other winger, and Cam all on stay forward. Okay? So, if you're on old gen, all these instructions stay the same, but you take off stay forward on everybody. I don't run stay forward on old gen personally, because I think they're like pushed up too much and they like hug the fullbacks. And then with getting behind and stay forward on old gen, what you'll notice is your wingers will like go like behind the fullback, and they'll be either offside or like marked. So it's way too hard to pass the ball to them, so I take off stay forward. That's just something to keep in mind. But anyways, let's go through the rest of the tactics. So on new gen, I do have stay forward, cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box for cross. So get in the box for cross are vital for basically they can dash ahead and leave the fullback, and you can just cross it from one winger to another and have a free tap in. Very nice cunt side. Self-explanatory. Get in behind. Self-explanatory. And then stay forward on old gen. You kind of need to, otherwise they drop way too deep. Mbappe, along the same lines, keeping him on, say, central, because you don't want him running into the wingers, right? You want him to stay in the middle and have your wingers out wide. Right wing, exact same as the left wing, so I'm not going to waste your time by saying all that stuff again. At Cam, we're going with stay forward and then get into the box with cross. You may be thinking, but Neymar's terrible in the yeah. Well, yes, but the reason for that is it'll actually get him in the box acting as that shadow striker. Now, key thing to note once again, also the cam, right? So the cam actually stays on stay forward on old gen as well. Okay, so remember, it's just the 3 forwards that switch to basic defensive support on old gen. Okay, but the cam stays on stay forward. Perfect. Yeah, so getting in the box is just for that shadow striker. Stay forward is just so vital for counterattacks, as it gives you that outlet. If your wingers are kind of not in position or something quite yet, and the striker might be marked by centre back, driven passing to that cam starts the counterattack. Then in midfield, we've actually gone for a double stay back while attacking and a double stay on the edge of box and cover center. So this was actually kind of picked up from Edge Apes' 3-4-1-2 that I covered last video. Because honestly, you actually need them back, because they're not CDMs, they're center mids. Okay, and because they're center mids, they can push out quite a lot. Like even Cancelo on stay back, on center back, he gets in the box every now and then because of that high attacking work rate and his crazy high attacking position. He goes kind of forward a lot, right? So if you don't have him on stay back, he's actually just gonna fly. So you need to have double stay back or you're gonna be in trouble defensively. Then fullbacks just stay back while attacking. You can put on your overlap runs if you so wish, but I just never use my fullback, so it would never make a difference. And then I have nothing on my goalkeeper personally. You can have the cones for crosses and the sweeper keeper if you so wish. I just like to keep it balanced. I'll leave it as is. So guys, if you enjoyed that video, be sure to leave a like, comment how you get on with these tactics, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true.